blah, blah, blah. Alright. So today's stream is going to be a little different today because there's not really much happening in the news. I kind of want to relax because, again, I didn't really sleep too well last night. I went to bed actually around 3:15 a.m. I think maybe is when I fell asleep. Because I spent, well, first I watched Pearl Harbor, right, the Ben Affleck one from like 2001. And then that was actually a kind of long movie. And then I actually spent like an hour and a half or 2 hours playing Legends of Eidolon because like I had to try to promote the most difficult class in the game to acquire. I had to promote him to the next job. So I had to spend an hour kiting this really big boss that like if he hits me once I instantly die and then I have to craft the thing again. So basically I can only do 2 attempts per day. So I was like, oh man. So I actually had to spend like an hour and like 10 minutes, I think. So that's why I'm a little groggy here. Anyway, I'm going to tweet this out and then I got to put this in the Discord. And then we're just going to talk about Metaverse Pro real quick. You know, it's good. It's going good. And then we'll contrast that with Jade Protocol, which is just going, I mean, it's basically Rugpull at this point. Actually, I still think they're legit. The problem is, I think the developers might have given up. So, live now, Metaverse Pro Updates, and Jade Protocol goes Rugpull scam. You can see, I'm going to farm these clowns. And then I need the YouTube live link here. Let's see, so get shareable link. We'll pull this here. I also need to get the title here. Change title options here. And set intro and setup. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, so what do? Oh yeah, I gotta tweet this out. Let's see. Alright. I mean, to be honest, I don't even think anyone is really online at all. So, let's see. Right now, you guys want to watch. Okay, I'm gonna remove the embed. It would be nice if Discord could like not have the embed and it just takes up the entire freaking screen on Discord. So like it just basically causes spam and shit. Alright, well, I'm also hungry. I also want to watch XQC watch more MasterChef because now that, because we'll talk about the updates, but now that I don't really have much else to do anymore, I'm just gonna fully devote myself to just making money and just reading people really well. I think that's actually what just God wants me to do. He doesn't want me doing anything else in life, at least for now, which is kind of an interesting thing. But you know what? I'm all right with it. I'm all right with that. And of course, I still know how to get around the Twitter ban shit because Twitter's actually banning a lot of people, including Dr. Robert Malone. So let me see. What do I want to start with? Yeah, so overall the news is generally pretty quiet, or you know, because again, everyone's still kind of like in vacation mode or whatever. Maybe that's the same way with me too. And then crypto is just taking, yeah, I mean, like I said yesterday, like it's over for crypto this week. I mean, this shit's just, everyone's just checked out, man. So I mean, that just results in, you know, whatever, lower prices. So again, I'm not really going over the market stuff today because again, I want to focus mostly on what? On Metaverse Pro and Jade Protocol. So Jade Protocol. So let's see. Well, I guess we'll start with the good news. So okay. Oh, so this is what their website actually looks like. Oh, that's funny. Well, anyway. Oh, great. What did I move? Oh, great. I can't. There we go. So anyway, Jade Protocol has disabled the APY, so that's why everyone's freaking out. Apparently the Discord and Jade Protocol is also really bad, which doesn't surprise me. And of course, Metaverse Pro is doing pretty well. We're getting a little bit of sell pressure right now because, you know, 2 assholes just dumped like an okay amount of money. But I mean, Metaverse Pro is I mean, today might finally be the first day that we get like a freaking green candle, so that will be really really nice. Okay, so the index is going up. The meta price is slowly clawing its way back up. The market cap's looking good. The circulating supply is looking good. So from what I can tell, I'm actually not on any teams because I didn't actually know because I thought Holy was just going to assign me and everybody else, but he actually assigned someone else. So anyway, long story short, I asked Sim if I could be on the treasury team because the guy I don't like, who's constantly like pushing for taxes on everything, is on the policy team, which is why I didn't like that because like, okay, oh my god, I don't want this guy, telling everyone, hey, let's just tax everything, and because that's really gonna like fuck up the project, right? Because you already know how I feel about it. So yeah, but anyway, Sim gave me a question, and like I think I pretty much completely blew it because like I didn't understand what the hell he was asking. Because I looked it up online afterwards. I think I gave a decent answer, but I think he was looking for obviously something much more. Uh, so yeah, but that's actually a good thing because again, we don't have well, I don't have an ego. Well, I technically still have an ego, but whatever. I'm more than happy with people being better and smarter than me. In fact, I prefer that. Even though my ego and Satan might tell me otherwise, no, you gotta be the biggest guy in the room, Johnson. Right? And obviously I know that's just bullshit, alright? Because first of all, if you're the smartest guy in the room, that usually is okay, but ultimately you're running like a big thing, right? A big business, a big investment firm, whatever. You need people that are at least as smart as you, or preferably smarter than you, to run things, because this stuff is complicated. So the reason why I'm more confident, I mean, I was already very confident in Metaverse Pro, but now I have more proof because, first of all, I'll tell you what the question you asked me was. I have to go in my Discord DMs. Alright, Sim. Alright, this was the question he asked me. How much do I know about dilution problems of bonding, for instance? I bet I don't even know what the hell that is, because I sure as hell don't. Right? I mean, I can kind of figure out just by the words, but whatever answer I gave, wasn't obviously good enough. So, or maybe he just, was busy and they decided to log off. But either way, the point is, we got really smart people working on Metaverse Pro. All right, they know things and say things that like I don't hear anywhere else. When you go to like Jade Protocol, I don't see any indicator of like intelligence, right? I mean, any clown can say, "Oh, I'm from Google" or "I'm from Harvard," right? Like this thing, These were already big red flags for me. Oh, we got viral marketing experts, blah 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 blah. Okay, well, if that's the case, then you should probably, then if you really are who you say you are, you should be able to talk like as if you are those people. Okay? So, for example, going back to Sim, who got recently promoted to, I guess, now the head policy team of the project, right? He handles specifically the bond yields, a bunch of other stuff, like he said, and then, of course, the treasury. Or at least I assume he's working on the treasury now. So, he's going to be asking very complicated questions. Yeah, hey, Kevin. Yeah, I don't even know how many people are watching, but I know a bunch of people might be coming from the Metaverse Pro Discord. So anyway, the point is, he's going to actually know this shit. He's going to know about how DAOs work. He's going to know like the intricacies of maintaining the treasury and then increasing it properly in a safe, sustainable manner. Because now Metaverse is actually switching to long-term sustainable, both prices and supply. So we're going straight into, Olympus DAO mode, or I guess Time Wonderland. That's exactly what I was hoping would happen. Because that's why I put pretty much all of my, 4 years of hard work, my last 4 years of hard work and investing into this project, with the exception of my dog, or my Shiba Inu and Dogcoin derivative positions. So, now of course, there's always still a risk that Metaverse could be a scam project and a rug pull, but I mean, again, the likelihood of that is just so much smaller, right? And again, everyone just knows what they're doing, right? Because I can already confirm that these guys already know how to code. All right, and then because of the instant feedback mechanism and the changes that, again, I think I was talking with Carrot M in the public chat, right, when they were just checking to make sure that the WS meta votes were working. Yeah, and then we were just changing the words around. And then now they have a new side project called Meta Lego, which I think will eventually be changed to Meta Build, because that's ultimately the best idea that I was able to suggest, and everyone else liked it. It's also free. It's also a very common video gaming term, right? What is the meta build for the AK-47? What is the meta build for Lee Sin in League of Legends? Everyone literally uses the term meta build, and we're a gaming project, all right? Metaverse is a gaming project. Like, this thing is so freaking well positioned to be a multi-deca-billion-dollar cryptocurrency. And it's decentralized eventually. Like, this thing is just so incredible to me. It's just so incredible to me. It's like it's very hard for me to find bad things about the project, but I can easily find very good things about the project. Very subtle things, but that are also very important and obvious. So it's like, man, and I just cannot wait to see what God has in store for us. So again, hopefully it's not like, oh, this was a scam project all along. I want you to learn a harsh lesson. It's like, please don't be that. Please don't be that. But but yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm not on any team. Right? Obviously, I'm not gonna go back to old videos and then change the description because that's obviously just annoying. But no, that's fine. That's okay. I will just keep making lots of money. I'll keep building up my character reading skills because I'm very good at that. I'm extremely good at that. Right? Because I can do like a bunch of different things, but what is it that I really specialize in, right? Or should I have a specialization in life? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's all up for grabs because I can easily tell that Satan's really trying to screw everything up for me. It's like, you got to be on the treasury team. You got to be on the bond team. Let's go back to making music. Let's just keep tweeting shit, or it's just like, these thoughts from Satan, because all thoughts are all lies all the time, and then they're all from Satan. It's like, can Satan just shut the F up for once and just go away, kind of thing. Johnson, thank you for your vision on Metaverse Pro Future. Yes. Oh, hey, Barry. Yeah, you're definitely new. You're probably from the Discord. Yeah, because I'm actually trying to build this channel up, so I just, put this out from whatever. Because I come from a political background, essentially, from Twitter. And, a much smaller part of that is interested in crypto. So, but, again, the more people that are willing to listen to this, the better. Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's why I've been starting to post my link every time I go live, because I usually go live 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. But last week and this week are exceptions because it's the holiday weekend. So everyone's already just getting ready to, ring in the new year, in this case. But with that being said, I still have a lot of good info and insight that I still want out there, because it is correct, but it's just that other people don't know it. Right, so that's why, I want to try to help correct the record. Do my little small part to enhance things a little bit. Yeah. So, oh yeah. So let's get back to, I'll talk about Metaverse Pro, some changes. So that's my personal changes. So now that we have an official policy team forming, headed by the really smart guy Sim, right? That's now his name is in white or something, right? I think. So basically, that's the other thing he's adjusting, right? He's adjusting the APY and obviously lower. So your rewards are actually going to be going down. Actually, they are going down. And I think this daily ROI thing is actually incorrect. It should probably say 2%. But either way, you're still making a ridiculous amount of money, far more than you would anywhere else. And for now, it seems like a safe income stream. So you're really getting the best of both worlds. You won't get a Lamborghini tomorrow, right? A Lambo, but you could eventually buy one if that's really what you want. You really should be buying, real estate or something that produces you more money, right? Because now I'm starting to understand why bonds and crypto and stocks and all that stuff like Greg Menerino always talks about is starting to actually make even more sense to me now. Because this is actually something that I was thinking of when I was lying in bed this morning, but not quite ready to get back up. What you're seeing here, right? Remember when Metaverse Pro, was really high price? I bought in at $550, so I bought up somewhere around up here. and this shit started crashing, you know, why? Of course, all right, we're gonna rehash this real quick, but you know why, right? High APY was way too high, and the bond yields were too much, right? That is this what we went through in the past month of December is exactly what Greg Manarino is talking about with the stock market. Because when these U.S. Treasury bond yields start spiking 10% to 20%, that's it. Everyone, this whole thing's gonna come crashing down. It's gonna be exactly what we saw here in Metaverse Pro. It makes so much sense because why would you put money in the stock market and take all that risk when you could get risk-free money just buying bonds and then immediately turning into cash, right? That's what was happening with Metaverse Pro. It was basically risk-free money, and then after 5 days, and I mean, you were getting free income every day, possibly every hour, because you're actually getting paid a little bit each day, and then basically at day 5 you get your, the last remaining amount of Metaverse Pro coin. But if you're a whale, you probably bought like $500,000, $1 million worth of those bonds at 25% discount, maybe even 30%, and you were constantly just dumping because you want cash, all right? Because as long as you do that, then you maintain your risk-free position in a high-risk project, quote unquote, in Metaverse Pro, and that's why the price just died, right? Jade Protocol, because, and we'll get into this later, didn't even do any of that stuff. Yeah, not surprisingly, the price is, well, my camera's covering, but it says it's $18, and now it dropped 10 cents. Now it's at $18.06. So, yeah. So it's definitely important to have teams, people who are really smart that know exactly what to do for the task on hand, and then just kind of just micromanage the percentages here, the bond yield percentages. Apparently, they're going to have to micromanage the treasury as well, just to carefully grow it correctly. Because it seems like it's going to be more complicated than just simply taking these stable coins and then just throwing it in like a beefy finance, auto farm kind of thing. Because I thought that's all you have to do with the treasury, right? But I mean, that's obviously why the reason I'm not on any team. It's like, okay, a little too, I oversimplified things a little too much, right? I mean, that's good in some cases, but obviously horrible in others. So, and that's fine. I'll just build influence and whatever. So that whenever we get stupid proposals like a tax, if I don't like it, I can definitely rally everyone or at least enough people to, vote against it or whatever. So, and the developer team or actually maybe it was Holy or Carrot. Yeah, he said in the public chat today that they are, or maybe it was yesterday. He actually did say that Metaverse Pro is going to make sure that they're going to improve the voting governance system so that it becomes a true DAO. So, but again, the only issue is if it still goes by how many tokens you own, that basically means rich people will have control over the vote, right? Because, yeah, we'll have like 1 million, holders, but if everyone only holds $10 each on average, but the whales own like $5 million. I mean, the whale owns the vote. So, but yeah, we'll see how that really pans out. So, and of course, we got people like me and others, investing large sums of money. Already have invested a lot in Metaverse Pro. So, all right. So let me think. I think I've covered everything. So Meta is doing very well. It's stabilizing. It's basically stabilized, I think. And now it's just going to grow slowly over time. It's slow but steady. And that's perfectly fine because I'm more than happy earning 47,000 plus right now we're 228K or whatever this APY is. And they said that Diamond Hands Club 2, Sim said that he's actually working on like the numbers, I guess, for it. And he said it's not going to be out for a while. So I'm thinking we'll have at least another week or two of, Diamond Hand Club. But in the meantime, he's probably going to lower the APY on the ROI just to make sure that, we don't have, obviously another one of these, right? So another one of these, getting decimated in December kind of thing. All right. So let me see. Before I move on, I covered bonds. I covered the legitimacy of this project. Covered my own personal things. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. Will you do a New Year's stream recapping crypto? Oh yeah, I didn't even think anybody would. I don't know. Would anybody even watch something like that? I mean, well, hey, I wasn't planning to stream on New Year's Eve because that also happens to be my birthday. But I don't know. I want to already say lean towards no. Also because I'm not sure how that would be helpful. At least in crypto. Um, I mean, if anything, I would probably just do a video about what I think will happen in the future instead, right? But I don't know. We'll see what I feel like on New Year's Eve. But the thing is, I also have family coming over to my place on New Year's Eve because we gotta do like crypto stuff too. So that's actually another factor as well. Because I wouldn't mind watching the ball drop along with everybody else in chat. But the thing is, I'm just gonna watch XQC watch the ball drop. So I don't know if that's gonna make much sense, right? So. But for the most part, crypto should still will do much better in 2022. The problem is it going to do okay better or is it going to do much better? And obviously, we want it to be much better because obviously the price of crypto is going to be basically based on what the Federal Reserve is going to do next year. So because it looks like they maybe might do a couple token tapers and raising the interest rates a little bit, and that's going to mess things up for a short time. But overall, they're still printing more and more, money supply. Which have they? Yeah, they're not. Okay, so they are updating some of these things finally. I think. All right, what? This is the M2 money supply. Finally. Okay, so Okay, so it looks like they finally updated the stupid thing. Let me use this because I like the no, okay, this site didn't update it. Alright. Okay, I need... Oh, God. You're going to make me do this, aren't you? I want 2020. Alright, we'll do this. Okay, so the M2 money supply actually did not increase that much for the month of November, assuming they're telling the truth here. Yeah, it went up... fuck, how much is this? It went up $300 billion, so not really much. September to October was 200 billion. Okay, so 300 billion is actually a lot. So we need... Give me just this year. So at the beginning of the year, we're at 19.4 trillion. We are now at 21.4 trillion. All right, so basically the dollar lost 14.2%, 14.1% for the year. Because we don't have December numbers out yet, because that's coming next month. Technically next year. We got this, Blessings of the Future. This is a holiday dump. Yeah. I mean, so far it's we were suffering from two problems. Technical and fundamental. Technical is the holiday dump, right? that sounds like that's a funny term. That was the holiday dump. The problem is, when crypto was going up and the markets were going up, Metaverse Pro and DAOs were all tanking, right? I mean, the all tanking part was due to FUD, and therefore you could say technicals, but Jade and Metaverse Pro specifically were going down because of fundamentals, right? The excessive APY, the bond yields being too high, and thankfully we are a legit project, and Jade Protocol just doesn't have any systems in place. They don't even seem to have a team, right? So they have to do everything themselves, and now you see the result. It's a rug pull. Spending season, yes. After this, back to reality. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, the first week of January is basically where hopefully things will go up. Let's see. Yeah, and then it looks like 250 billion for the M1 money supply for November. Okay. All right. So let's get to the fun part. I assume these are all the people that are going to be searching for Jade Protocol and then probably just lost all their effing money and now they're really angry. So So for you guys, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you're basically got like a 95% chance of losing everything, which is unfortunate. Um, Now, what I find interesting is the price action of God. The price action of Jade Protocol seems to really be stabilizing around the low $18 mark. So I'm actually waiting until maybe tomorrow night to buy back in, right? Because as I said, I put in 300 bucks in Jade, like I guess a few days ago as an experiment, knowing full well that this is a very high risk. I mean, like I'm actually thinking this project actually could die, right? So my trade accordingly reflects that. So that's why I only put 300 bucks. So of course now the APY is 0. Rug pull scams are probably all over the place, right? Accusations, and it could very well be a rug pull. And I don't know, because they're coming out with some kind of new roadmap on December 31st, so I want to see what that actually is. But I think I might want to buy it before that drops, because I want to try to buy at the bottom, because if the roadmap actually seems reasonable and good, and they actually try to, and they're able to kind of execute on some of it, yeah, this thing should, stabilize and then go up a little bit. If not, this thing's going to 0. Now knowing that the developers are working and adjusting numbers combined with a great community, just a matter of time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Metaverse Pro is solid. That's why the price is stable and going up slightly, right? It's only going to go up a lot when when Diamond Hand Club 2 comes out, right? Because Sim is actually modifying. Because I like the original proposal that's in the pinned message, but Sim wants to keep modifying that because he's trying to figure out how to deal with the constant sell pressure. So he's gonna modify the way the rewards work. Oh, Sim did get back to me. I think each one is smart in their own ways. Don't hear, I would like to know. Oh, actually, Sim did get back to me. All right. Well, he's typing something else. Shit, I didn't expect him to get back to me. More about information, maybe get you on board with more of an observing position. I would totally like that. I would totally like that. I would totally like that actually, because this is my first DAO ever, so I want to learn, and I'm already learning and contributing. So learning more, because currently I'm sort of the only lead in regards to policy. Yeah, actually, I'm talking to Sim right now. I tell you that because actually, so basically, I have a lot to learn. Oh, okay. I'll probably also take over classes tomorrow. Yeah, it's like what I figured. Sim's the only policy lead right now, as we say. It's gonna be mathematical. Sure. I was good at math. Statistics were a bit hard, but sure, I was good at math. Statistics were a bit hard, but I can learn. I can adjust. Please read through the channel. Okay. And give your input. Okay. Okay, so for now, I'm actually... let me move this over. Alright, well, I guess... I need to make sure the policy is very efficient. Alright, so I just got promoted, so never mind. I actually am on the policy team for now. But please forgive, I'm currently... Yeah, no problem, man. I'm actually streaming right now, going over meta updates and Jade Protocol Rugpull on my YouTube. We'll be in the chat. Yeah, no problem. Streaming right now, so I'm gonna Yeah. So there, okay. Alright, well, thank you. But thank you, man. I'll do my best, and if I miss tomorrow's class, I will definitely watch the replay. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, Oija is also on the policy team. Yeah, so I'm on the policy team for now. Okay. Please don't share. Oh. Oh. Oops. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's nothing major, because, yeah. Well, remember, I still have to learn because I'm still rough around the edges. So, you know, we'll see. I have to go through. I have to go. Said there was some channel. It's obviously exclusive because I got to read it, and obviously you guys are not going to be reading that or knowing about it. I don't know what channel. What is the channel I'm looking for? Oh, workspace. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I better unblock him because he's on this. Oh, God, I'm gonna have to work with the. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. These are the exact same objections I've had. I can't believe this. I'm so glad that I'm on this team now. I'll tell you that. Okay. We need you on there. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. What's your YouTube? Uh, oops. And yep. Yep. I'm going to read pass back the. Yep. I'm going to read the pass. When was the last time I actually ate food? Yeah, sorry guys, it's just I didn't actually expect to be on the team because I thought I failed the test. So, I haven't eaten. When was the last time I ate? I think it was like 18 hours. Okay. I've been following you, greatly appreciate your effort. Yeah, I'm a real go-getter, and that's a good strength that I have. But on the other hand, it also can cause a lot of problems. That's why I'm all over the place. I made a movie several years ago. Then I tried making some video games. Now that it's been after December 22nd, to talk more about it. I have 2 video games on Steam, but I'm no longer working on them. Spent a lot of time and money on it. You know, I think this is the place I belong for now. Like, knowing how to make money, you know, getting my affairs in order with God, so I can get rid of my ego and get rid of Satan. And then now that, you know, I'm on the policy team for now, you know, I just gotta let God, you know, just guide me around and then just see what happens. Because this is a good project. The people here are really good and nice. So, and more importantly, they've actually demonstrated that they actually follow free speech even more than I ever would. So, you know, if there's ever a chance for, how nice do it? Oh, where? Oh, nice. Okay. So, I completely lost my thought because I had to respond. Amen, brother. But yeah, well, the point is, I just let God deal with this. All right. I mean, that's the whole point. God takes care of everything. I just listen, be still, take things, no, slowly. Don't rush things. Definitely do not overreact, and then just, no. Oh, but. So, oh yeah, the point was this is a really nice community. It actually reminds me a lot, kind of a lot like what America should be. So that's kind of like an interesting thought experiment. And of course, now that I'm technically on, because we all understand how evil the globalists are. We understand why they're all able to do well. Actually, some of you guys do, but I understand why these mandates are coming out of the woodwork. All this tyranny is coming out of the woodwork. Oh yeah, I was on my Chrome, right? All this crap, and why they're willfully ignoring the will of the people. The reason why your vote doesn't matter is because it doesn't need to matter, right? They have control of the institutions. They're the globalists. They have control of the central bank. That's the most important thing is the money. If you control, like the Rothschild guide said, right, hundreds of years ago, if you give me control of a nation's money supply, I don't care who makes the laws, right? Yeah, and Plan B said the exact same thing, and it finally hit home when he made that tweet like a couple weeks ago. Or actually, did he say anything? Well, he's not going to have anything. You mean he has something that's new to say, it doesn't really matter because this week's not going to do anything. Okay, we do need to look at this. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, he tweeted a lot of stuff. Oh, great. Well, I guess today's going to be pretty busy, huh? Okay. Cell, depending on how, oh, God. I still see people talking about cell taxes. And everyone already knows my position on taxes. Alright, well, I mean, I've got a bunch of things to do anyways. I can't really say anything in the chat, but, that's fine. That's why I love crypto. Power is not in the government. We get affected, but it all depends. Yeah, and that's why eventually the big fight, like Plan B said, is going to be between, the government and crypto. So, it's I don't know. We're just gonna have to see what happens with these mandates and stuff because I think right now the Democrats and globalists are split between what they want to do. Like they need to win re-election this year, but they really just are obsessed with more vaccines, more bans on Twitter and whatever, and more boosters and more lockdowns. And they're all just having like a massive like fight or disagreement over it. And of course, our worthless Republican Party is just on the sidelines, just jerking themselves. So. It's a bloody mess. It's a bloody mess. I feel they don't have the best interest for all people as an equal humankind thing. If you're talking about the globalists, yeah, of course, the globalists are evil. They view us as less than human garbage to be like killed and destroyed and thrown away. We're talking like I'm not using hyperbole or exaggeration when I say we are dealing with satanic evil people. All right. These are actual pedo bears, right? They use pedo because I can't say I don't want to say the real word on YouTube. They use pedo bearism as a form of blackmail to take control of people, right? They force people to do pedo bear, which is obviously ultra illegal, right? The most evil of evil. They record it and they keep that recording as as blackmail, so that if you ever step out of line, we will release this blackmail. Why do you think they got rid of Jeffrey Epstein? Because he was the handler that did all that, right? He organized all the pedo bear crap on every single celebrity and government official and whatever throughout the whole world, not just the United States. That's also another reason why people are making a big fuss about the Ghislaine Maxwell trial, because she was the co-conspirator in that. But they're all just talking about, oh, she was just a victim of sex crimes. It's like, no. It's just a distraction. It's just you guys have no idea how much control these globalists really have over everything: media, government, academia, entertainment, you name it. But I'm just glad that they're not fully aggressive towards crypto yet, but it will come. hopefully by then we'll be a lot stronger and richer to fight them off. Cause that's why I'm definitely gonna stack a lot of guns when I move to Florida. I just have to have an arsenal of guns, and I'm gonna tell people I have that. So if people want to take me out, they're literally gonna have to like fucking bring in tanks. What is your take on Meta Ash game helping Metaverse Pro? That was another reason why I put my money in Metaverse Pro over Jade Protocol, because Metaverse just literally has like a million other things going for it. Assuming at the time that they were telling the truth. Is it like everyone will have to buy Meta to play the games, upping the price of Meta? It's probably something like that, but I assume that Metaverse or Meta Ash is basically like a play to earn NFT game, just like Binapet or Binamon or like Mobox, all right, like all those other games. So actually, the original one was I think Crypto Kitties, right, on Ethereum. So yeah. Okay. Let me go through this real quick, and then just keep typing in chat, and I'll just keep answering. Hey, at this point, we're not gonna get to the Jade Protocol scam thing, but whatever. We're just gonna wing it because I'm hungry, but we got a lot of info to cover. Plus, I do like talking with people because that's actually I did tweet this out. Great. I was actually going on a Twitter farming binge again because I'm trying to build up my profile to counter the Con Inc. people. Because obviously the disinformation campaign from the fake right. Oh yeah, for those of you who are foreigners, we have left-wing people and right-wing people. We call them liberals and conservatives, right? Technically, I'm a conservative, but I really don't like the conservatives in America, if that makes sense, because they're all just lying grifters, basically. Like they pretend to sound like right-wing people, but they're really not. It's the same thing with liberals. They pretend to be liberals, but they're really not. All right. Our one notorious example is someone called Elizabeth Warren. She pretends to be a champion of socialism and attacking big corporations, but that's 100% bullshit. It's all lies. She totally takes money from big banks, and she totally is in bed with the Federal Reserve. It's all just lies, and people are too stupid to, people are stupid enough to believe it. It's so annoying. Well, that's Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay's really good. I already forgot what I was going to say. Alright, well, I'm going a million miles a minute right now. I lost my thought. Waco. No, Waco is not going to... Well, I mean, it could always happen, but they don't really need to do a Waco, right? That's what the vaccine and lockdown mandates are for. So, and then they're going to create vaccine concentration camps like they have in Australia. They try to make it look nice because they obviously know that concentration camps are evil, but they're trying to fool people into thinking, oh, it's not so bad. It's not a camp. Because they know from time and again the masses of people will just believe everything that the government tells them. Right? If you're ever in New York City, it's a perfect freaking example. Which is why I hate it here so much. Also, my camera's a little too whatever up here. Okay. Yeah, I was just checking the message. So, yeah. But I don't know, but we'll take one thing at a time. Saint Nick is pretty white-pilled. Jesse Lee Peterson's pretty white-pilled. I'm kind of like somewhat white-pilled, but it's just like, oh, there's all this other crap. But I mean, again, I think that's why God's making sure I don't go too crazy with having to do stuff. So, we'll see how it goes, one day at a time. I use miles to protect myself from emotions. Right now, most people, including myself, fear further decline of Bitcoin. Oh, wait, this is just an emotional state. Okay. Fear decline of Bitcoin price. I want to sell, but the stock to flow model shows Bitcoin is at the low end of a 50K to 200K first standard deviation band. Right. For those of you who have been watching me for a while, my high number is still 500,000. I haven't changed that. All right. There's a video on I think my old YouTube channel. It might be this YouTube channel from April 1st, 2019. A buy signal. So I'm calling 500 grand for instead of his 200K. But I mean, it's gonna go much higher than that when the FOMO really drops in, because obviously we already know that Bitcoin searches by normies is like not even there. They don't even care about crypto. Yeah, it's down to 15. Let me see. What are you up to? I love this website, define.fi. This thing is like the best thing in the world. And by the way, I got it from the Metaverse Pro Discord. That's another reason why I like the Discord. Sometimes you'll have a couple of idiots. Of course, you got the spammers, and then you have the FUD people. But again, it's the only reason why people are fudding is because they don't know what I know. They don't know what you guys know, which is why I still keep doing these videos, and I'm trying to like educate people. Which is also why I would appreciate if you guys, spread my channel and video around. You don't have to spread my tweets around, because that's really more for like, I have like my agenda with my Twitter is obviously I'm trying to build up my social profile so I become like an actual influencer. Because right now I'm on, as I said before, this is for the new people, I'm on some kind of like secret, soft, like do not get near this guy list. Like they can't outright ban me like they did say Alex Jones or Nick Fuentes, but they can't exactly attack me either. So they don't know what to do with me. So they just like, yeah, just don't promote Johnson Chen and just leave him there, all right, and just let him waddle. So. We'll see how long that'll last. All right, we'll see how long that'll last. But that's a different thing. Okay. Well, I don't have anything to really say, so I'll just hit the like button. What do you think Bitcoin price will be at the end of next year? Well, it better be greater than 200 grand. What's interesting is only 12.4%. I'm actually gonna tweet this. I voted greater than 200 by a lot. By a lot. I do like how Trump does say by a lot. Yeah. Interesting that choice was picked by the fewest votes. Let me actually help spread this thing around for Plan B. Yeah, it's by far the lowest, 12.4%. I mean, it's possible that people didn't actually read this properly, because it says next December, next year, 12 months from now, not in 2 days. All right, so I put that out there. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Huh. How did Rome fall with smart men like this? It's mind-boggling. Boggling? Oh yeah, that's how you spell it. Yeah, but we already know the answer is because they didn't have God. That's literally the only reason. It's nearly complete. What is he talking about here? What does this say? Asia. Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to open this bigger. You guys can see this? Oh, fuck. Let me move my stupid camera somewhere. Still not even able to see my face, so okay, here we go. I think this will kind of work, right? Oh yeah, it'll totally work. All right, average MOM change in Bitcoin price. 30-day change in Bitcoin price during Asia working hours. Is this saying Asia month over month change in Bitcoin price? What? I don't actually know what I'm looking at here. US version of this. Okay, so the black line is the price of Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at here. Alright, well he says it's almost complete, so whatever the hell that means. 30-day change in Bitcoin price during EU working hours. So the green bars should indicate that the change in the price is in the positive direction, and the red bars mean it's in the negative direction. But if I go by that, okay, we look at the EU one. The green indicates the top, right? And then when we're hitting the bottom of because the black line is the price of Bitcoin. So this black line, when it's bottoming out, you can see all the reds also kind of bottoming out too. Oh, this is a rather interesting metric. It's so freaking complicated though. Okay. So, all right. right? The US is somewhat the same, but look at that. All these green bars were buying this dip. Very interesting. And then they bought a shit ton in the summer, followed by, I think, around the September, October dip, right? And then we got another pump, a lot of green. Whoa. Wait, I'm actually starting to understand this. It's nearly complete. Sorry guys, but the job at the fast food restaurant is already taken. People like cat memes and cat pictures. I think that's a real cat. Okay. Let me see. I don't want to read the replies. Chinese exchange. What is a vibrator? What happened when you get retweeted by Big Camel like Plan B? Okay. All right. I don't see anything. I'm not doing a good. I'm not really putting in a lot of effort to read the replies, but okay. Let's see. All right. So people are buying the dips like crazy in Bitcoin, at least in America. Because the price is going down, but you can see I'm making some guesses here, because I have to follow the previous logic that I've just established for myself. So basically, as the price of Bitcoin was going down, people kept buying the dip, and it still kept buying the dip. So that basically means no one really wants to sell. I think that might actually make sense because as I've been streaming for this week and the last week, the 24-hour volume for cryptocurrency in general is very, very low. But the price keeps going down because that's usually what always happens, especially in the last 2 weeks of December, right? Because that's why I hate the holidays, because trade volume goes down, everyone's on vacation or banging, random hot white women, right? That they meet at a bar or a party or whatever, and then no one's thinking about making money and then doing anything with the markets. So, okay. And this tweet says it's nearly complete. So he's basically saying that the bottom pressure is basically almost done, right? And then we'll have hopefully a really good first. I'm actually hoping that if we have a very strong first week in January for crypto, that should catapult us to 100 grand. And then I can finally exit my stupid option positions on my stocks, right? For Riot blockchain. Okay. All right. I'm actually going to tweet that. Since I took the time to actually try to figure this out, I'm guessing, since I'm not sure what this chart is saying, but the dips towards the end in America were bought up like crazy, while others are buying dips or sell pressure nearly bottoming out elsewhere. Hit the wrong key. 2022 should be the year of Bitcoin cryptocurrencies. Let's hope so. Actually, let's throw the hashtag in there to farm some more Twitter traffic. All right, let's put that there. I'm actually going to put that on my Gab as well. This is actually going to be important. I put this here. And I need the link for this. So we'll get this clown over here. Put my clowns over here. Okay, and then we are Tamaguchi. All right. So I'm not that hungry anymore, but I still really want to eat. So, all right, let's go over Jade Protocol. All right, assuming anyone from Jade Protocol is even still watching this, or if they ever even came in, I'm sure the search interest will show up though. All right, so why is Jade Protocol going down? All right, just in case whoever's watching this is completely clueless, which might actually make sense because apparently Jade Protocol Discord isn't telling you guys anything. So basically, Jade Protocol is going down because multiple factors. So I'll just list them in whatever comes to mind. Number one, the APY was too high, right? So of course you have to lower it. Number two, your bond yields were way too high, I actually did not know this. All right, I only learned it when Metaverse Pro was tanking like the Titanic, and then then Nilo, and then the others in the Discord chat were teaching me how this shit works. So I don't want to get into the whole thing yet again. Just go back and rewatch the stream, right? But basically, the bond yields in Jade Protocol were way too high, 25, 30%. So basically, Jade Protocol was getting arbitraged like crazy with, basically whales probably pumping in millions of dollars, actually several millions of dollars probably, buying up Jade for practically free, right? Because you're basically buying Jade at a 25 or 30% discount, and then you're immediately dumping the whole thing to get back all your risk-free money plus an additional 25, 30% return. And then of course it keeps tanking the price because everyone just keeps, churning and burning Jade Protocol. So that combined with the constant sell pressure from a high APY in Jade Protocol, and you got a recipe for disaster. And that is also why, well, guess what? This shit's at $18.19. I do a refresh. Yeah, it's now down to $17.81. Okay, alright, so I want to get my camera back. I'll just read you what the price is if we have to look at it again. Yeah, so I pulled out my money. I took like $100 loss on this because I was staking it as of a few days ago, and I mentioned it on my stream on Monday or Sunday. I don't even remember. And then I was like, okay, I've seen this scenario before. So basically, I'm going to try to wait and buy the dip sometime tomorrow night, right before they drop the December 31st new roadmap, as I'm calling it. So I actually, first thing I want to do is take a look at their thing here. Ninja NFT. That's interesting. Is Decker following Metaverse Pro as well? Well, they haven't banned Leroy Press yet, so that's good. And they haven't banned Robert F. Kennedy, but they're going to ban him. I mean, they already banned Robert Malone, so it's only going to be a matter of time. Okay, let me see. That's interesting. Decker is not following Jade Protocol. I mean, Metaverse Pro. I don't know. I'm not. I'm like, what the? Okay, so I'm reading the Discord public chat. They rugged us in 2019 here. I don't know what you're talking about. People writing from Jay don't want to hear the word in here. Please go to off topic. Also, I hate banks. Don't mention those two. Yeah, I don't know what Kama's talking about. Okay, so all right. I'm just looking at the. Yeah, I mean, all they have is this. And then, of course, it's starting to get ratio because all the people basically saying rug pull, rug pull, rug pull. this picture I find. Yeah, I have to retweet that. I've seen it before, but I decided I'm going to retweet this. All right, so everyone's lost their morale. But here's the thing. The very first thing I notice when I go to their Twitter, because I always check your Twitters, right, your socials. Especially when I'm investing like a shit ton of money, like I did, right? Several. Well, I better not say it. I put a lot of money in this. Okay. Far more than probably a lot of you did. So I have to make sure Metaverse Pro succeeds, or I'm gonna get fucked in the ass with an infinite amount of dildos for the rest of my life. All right. Well, it's really gonna be more like 5-10 years. All right. But basically, this is the first thing that I looked at and go, okay, I don't think I want to invest in this project. It's okay if you or I curse, all right? But if you're running like basically what's supposed to be like a non-political crypto project that's supposed to be all professional and stuff, you should not be. First of all, you shouldn't be cursing. But even if you're cursing, you should not sound angry. This guy sounds angry. That's always a bad sign. Okay, like anger and hatred are destructive. It's derived directly from Satan because that's who he is. He always destroys. Right? The fuel and workhorse of Satan is anger and hatred. You don't want that because you're trying to build something new. That's why you gotta be calm and patient and take things one day at a time, right? Because that's how God operates, right? Compare something like Jade Protocol to the Metaverse Pro, again, Twitter. And for those of you who are new, yeah, a lot of influential people actually do follow me, right? And then if you want, you can just look up Cheryl Atkinson, all right, very famous journalist. She only followed me though because I was getting like a crazy amount of likes and retweets and replies during the whole Donald Trump fiasco, during the Stop the Steal shit earlier this year. So yeah, I mean, you can do the research on your own if you want, all right? But yeah, people know who I am. There's like good people like me. They don't really say much, right? Bad people who have influence avoid me like the plague because they don't know what to do with me. All right, compare Jade protocols to like this. All right, much more informative, not angry at all, talking about normal stuff like a project should. All right, if I were running this Twitter, right, the Metaverse Pro Twitter, I would absolutely make it as safe and mainstream as whatever. I would not put my personality into this because it's not appropriate. All right, it's like going to war, right? You gotta wear a business suit. You better not go in there with a Hawaii shirt and like torn jeans, okay? All right, unless you're planning to tell your boss to go F himself and then you're quitting the job. Massive income, yeah. Treating a fair community government financial structure for the American choose to operate on the BSA do the yeah, sure, I'll retweet that. I mean, that's the other thing too. They're like getting more partnerships. They're getting listed more. The team is very active, etc., etc. Meanwhile, what's Jade Protocol doing? Nothing. They're just like making tweets and doing hype shit and then not doing anything else. Another red flag. So it's like, you know what? Jade Protocol is paying 1 billion% APY, but I'm going to put my money in Metaverse Pro, right? Because I chose the safer and less greedy option. Because at the time, Metaverse Pro was like 500% APY. So I was like, okay, well, I'm already making a lot of money anyway. So, and there's already and I already calculated that there's diminishing returns. There's not that much difference in your rate of return between 500,000 APY and like 10 billion APY. Ironically enough, right? It may sound, because remember, it's logarithmic. It's an exponential scale. I don't want to go through all the math, but basically, you're already doubling your money, really fast, right? I'll keep it simple because I'm actually getting hungry and I don't want to look at any more numbers right now. Not until I get some food. So yeah, so another red flag. And of course, because you're leading with like anger and not a lot of creativity at all, no creativity at all, what kind of person are you attracting to your community? No surprise that the Discord community of Jade is like in complete shambles. Basically, they don't have God. They have nothing but Satan in there, right? And I'm not saying it because they're possessed. Well, technically, we are all possessed, but the point is there are just so many technical, actionable, and spiritual flaws with Jade Protocol that I was just like, whatever. And then for some reason, some people think this is a good-looking website. This website looks awful. Right, you go to the Metaverse Pro website, even their first version of it looked way better than what Jade Protocol put out. So it's like, okay, I have all these like negatives, like, yeah, I'll just go with Metaverse Pro. So basically all the flaws I talk about are now biting Jade Protocol in the ass. And quite frankly, I don't know if this treasury balance is actually accurate. Because if this is actually true, the price of Jade Protocol should be much higher, right? Because the treasury can back, yeah, because the treasury, wait. Are they even reporting the number of Jade Protocol backed? Yeah, see, they don't even have like proper data points on their front page. Like, where is the backing per Jade? That's a very important number and it's very easy to calculate. You're supposed to put it in the front page, right? But you look for it here on Metaverse Pro, it's exactly right there. It's actually the very first thing that you see right by the price. It's like basic simple stuff like that is like, I pick up on those things because those things actually matter, especially when it's my effing money on the line and therefore my life, right? At least in this world anyway, for worldly physical goods. Yeah, and I see that, yeah. I mean, at this point, there's just, I mean, I don't want to do the technical analysis, but you already know the MACD, the RSI. The thing is so negative that it's just way oversold. But Jade Protocol, now that thing, like they don't even list anything for Jade Protocol, so I can't even do basic technical analysis on this. So, but whatever the case is, let's see. Jade is now at 1787. So basically, gonna wait till tomorrow night. I think Jade will probably go down to like $5, maybe $1. Even at that point, I'm not even sure I want to take the gamble at that point. I mean, I feel like it might be better off just holding on to my $192 in my wallet. All right, and just cash it out so I can go pay bills for next month. Right, because at this point, Jade is very, very, very screwed. Excuse me. And even if they somehow manage to survive this, I just don't know that Jade has much of a future. I mean, at that point, I would just go into like just looting mode. Like as soon as there's like a decent profit on Jade Protocol, I keep pulling out money or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. All right, so we're just gonna do a real quick check on Olympus. Yeah, I don't know why Olympus DAO's not doing well. I mean, they're a solid project. But then again, I don't know if Olympus DAO is doing anything else. So, because Metaverse Pro is more than just, a DAO and just go in and you make a lot of money. They actually do other things, right? Or at least they're planning to, right? And the first thing will definitely be the game. So, and again, it's on Binance Smart Chain. I don't know why people like to shit on Binance Smart Chain, but I love Binance Smart Chain. It's got like a freaking everything. And of course, me being Chinese, it's all this stuff is run by Chinese people. That's very important, all right? Because I know A, they'll work hard, B, they won't complain that much, and C, I know that they have an IQ that's at least 115 to 130, all right? Because you really need very smart people working on these kind of projects, all right? Because this is a very high IQ, mentally intensive activity, all right? And I don't make the cut, all right? I'm high IQ enough. Thank God for that. But, I mean, you're going to ask me to try to code something like this or help contribute code? I'd rather learn a second language. I literally would rather have a better chance of learning a second language in my old, pushing 40s age kind of thing. Okay, I'm just refreshing buffs on EverQuest. So, anyway, so I'm pretty much done for not only the week, but technically for the year. So unless something really big happens, I will be streaming next Monday. All right, next Monday morning for Bitcoin Clown World. And then we'll just see all the updates, right? So, maybe I'll stream New Year's Eve, right? Eve night, but usually I don't. I figure if I ever were to stream something like that, I would prefer to be like really rich and have my friends and family there, and I'd be throwing a party, and then I'd stream that. I kind of like something like that, but right now it's just little old me, and right now I just have to focus on getting closer to God, getting rid of Satan, making money, and then moving out of New York City, because this stuff is only getting started, this tyranny. I don't know what the Democrats are pulling. Yeah, the Fear and Greed Index is also getting more negative. I don't know what the Democrats and the globalists are pulling, but whatever it is, they're getting angrier, they're panicking more, and they're sending out literally opposite and mixed signals. So, I don't know. I just know it's all BS anyway, so. Happy New Year, everyone. I will see you literally next year, right, in basically a little less than a week. And yeah, like, subscribe, spread this video around. People need to hear the truth. I have no problem giving you the truth, but I still rely on all of you to, spread it around and stuff. So tell your friends, tweet it out, whatever. And oh my God, I can finally reward myself with watching XQC watch MasterChef, and I can get like a sausage roll and like garlic knots. I've made my decision. I'm gonna go, treat myself to some food. I am hungry. And look at that, man. Nice big buys. Nice big buys. So, alright, thanks for watching. I don't even think I'm going to... I don't know. I should really do auto chat. I'll do a lazy auto chapter. I'll do that. All right. See you guys and gals.